真的爆炸了！
邪恶方。居然接那个什么老哥梗。 这个也是貂蝉本貂。
不好搞。ACK 圣诞老。
哎呦，好像有机会哦。 圣诞老人就是个高手脚。啊！
他已经第2场 R 到1角了。 他上一场是邪恶老人，
雪人还可以吧？
这个时候就是要凭实力自己把它拿出来了。 现在开局好多东西要打。
As the shadow wills. This better be good. As the shadow wills. What does the shadow will? The dead shall serve. For the Lich King. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. For the Lich King. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Die. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. This better be good. As the shadow wills. darkness guide me. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. For the Lich King. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. None shall survive. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me.
太嚣张了，直接在塔内关人呢。
For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. The dead shall serve. Intriguing. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Die! Tremble before the scourge! Intriguing. As the shadow wills. None shall survive. Let darkness guide me. Tremble before the scourge! Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. They'll all be mine in the end. Let darkness guide me. What does the shadow will? Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. For the Lich King. The dead shall serve. Intriguing.
攻守走位啊！
As the shadow will. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. None shall survive. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. What does the shadow will? Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow will. For the Lich King.
我是董事，对。
Let darkness guide me. Tremble before the scourge. Die. Tremble before the scourge. None shall survive. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. For the Lich King. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. As the shadow will. Die. For the Lich King. As the shadow will. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. This better be good. as the shadow wills. For the Lich King, as the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King, as the shadow wills. Tremble before the scourge. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King, let darkness guide me. Die! Intrigue. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King, as the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. The restless dead await. Intrigue. Let darkness guide me. Intrigue. Let darkness guide me. Intrigue. As the shadow wills. Tremble before the scourge. None shall survive. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me.
他有在赖群组，可是算认识。
Darkness guide me. As the shadow wills.
因为刚刚骂我说他们
Tremble before the scourge.
说他是回国啊，
For the Lich
1
King.
年半没玩，应该
As
还
the
好吧。
shadow wills. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. Let darkness
也不是
guide
玩
me.
得久，技术
As
就
the shadow
操作技巧就比较高啊。
For the Lich King. For the Lich King.
回查喽。
What does the shadow will? The restless dead await. This better be good. As the shadow will. Let darkness guide me.
好太大了。
As the shadow will. What does the shadow will? All be mine in the end. For the Lich King. The restless dead await. As the shadow will. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. Intrigue. Die. None shall survive. For the Lich King. Intrigue. What does the shadow will? Die. Tremble before the scourge.
哇，
For the
时
Lich
间没算好，防御力还是加20。
The restless dead await. Die. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Intrigue. For the Lich King. Intrigue. Let darkness guide me. Intrigue. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Intrigue.
大招刚好 CD 好。
As the shadow wills. For the
再来一
Lich
波
King. Let darkness guide me. This better be good. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Tremble before the scourge. Intrigue. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Intrigue. None shall survive. Tremble before the scourge. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. For the Lich King. Intriguing. For the Lich King, let darkness guide me. None shall survive. Tremble before the scourge. Intrigue. None shall survive. As the shadow wills. What does the shadow will? Intrigue. As the shadow wills. This better be good. Intrigue. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. As the shadow
我先睡，好吗
OK，
拜拜。
The dead shall serve. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. Intrigue. As the shadow will. Let darkness guide me. Tremble before the scourge. As the shadow will. Let darkness guide me. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow will. This better be good. Intrigue. As the shadow will. Die. None shall survive. Let darkness guide me. Intrigue. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. What does the shadow will? For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. Intrigue. This better be good. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. Intrigue. For the Lich King. Intrigue. Insufficient. What does the shadow will? As the shadow wills. Intrigue. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. What is it? Right, this better be good. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. Dead shall serve. For the Lich King. What does the shadow will? Let darkness guide me. This better be good. Intrigue. The restless dead await. What does the shadow will?
我以为你会先
For the Lich King.
这边有吗？
我会先怎样？
玉兔啊，
这只我不会出玉兔，
Darkness guide me.
太卡中了。
我感觉他都只会待价你。
Darkness guide me.
没错啦，可是
For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me.
ACK 超坏。
As the shadow.
哇，转角遇到爱，
转角遇到烈焰。
The shadows beckon. As the shadow. does the shadow do? This better be good. The dead. What does the shadow? Intriguing. For the Lich King. Intriguing. Ye to the dead shall serve. For the Lich King. As the shadow will. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow will. Intriguing. As the shadow will. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. As the shadow will. For the Lich King. As the shadow will. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. They'll all be mine. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow will.
我的小黑人都不行。
应该都中了吧
The shadows beckon. This better be.
Hey. 有没有？有了。
What does the shadow will? For the Lich King. The restless dead await. What does the shadow will? Intriguing. For the Lich King. This better be good. Intriguing. The dead shall serve. As the shadow will. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. The restless dead await. The dead shall serve. As the shadow wills. This better be good. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. Let darkness guide. For the Lich King. The restless dead await. The dead shall serve. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. This tremble before the scourge. As the shadow will. Intrigue. Let darkness guide me. Intrigue. As the shadow will. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. Intrigue. For the Lich King. Intrigue. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Intrigue. Let darkness guide me. Shall survive. As the shadow wills. As the shadow wills. Intrude. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. What does the shadow will? Let darkness guide me. The restless dead await.
哇，都没血，可惜。
对面一堆跑得超快的、啊。
对啊。他想干嘛？
The shadows beckon. The dead shall serve. The restless wills. For the Lich King. The dead shall serve. The restless dead await. Let darkness guide them. In truth, as the shadow wills. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. In truth, as the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. In truth, as the shadow wills. In truth, what does the shadow will? For the Lich King. The restless dead await, as the shadow wills. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. What does the shadow will? For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. This better. What? The restless dead await. This better. Let darkness guide me, as the shadow wills. For the Lich King, let darkness guide me. Intriguing. For the Lich King, intriguing. For the Lich King, let darkness guide me. For the Lich King, as the shadow wills. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. I'll serve. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. What does the shadow will? The dead shall serve. What does the shadow will? Intriguing.
这喷水实在太不友善了。哎，他上面吸血。啊！
哦，他在还东西给他们是不是？
还有会出事哦。
他刚刚捡到他的包包啊。
对啊，
包还给他们是不是
The shadows beckon for the Lich King. The dead.
你这场不买小鸟？
嗯，这场怎样？
你要买小鸟？
没有啊，这时候买小鸟我觉得有点晚。重点是貂蝉要肥啊。
What does the shadow will?
29次啦。
Let darkness guide me. For the Lich
这还好，他没有到真的很惨。
The dead shall serve. Let darkness
因为
guide
后面到时候再出那个，应该会买，应该会
me.
买
As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich
你都血流你吗？
as the shadow
对啊
wills. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. Die! Yes, my lord. All right. What does the shadow will? As the shadow will. For the Lich King. The restless dead wait. As the shadow will. The dead shall serve. Yes, my lord. As the shadow will. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills.
这是催我干嘛？
我呀，
For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich
看
King.
你们这场还是靠 ECK 啊。
As the shadow will. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Shall survive. In
看有
truth.
没有那个？
As the shadow wills. In truth. Let darkness guide me. In truth. For the Lich King.
感觉什么装都需要。
In truth. Let darkness guide me. In truth. Let darkness
他
guide
应
me.
该要加朵斯，才有那个
The
文章。
Lich King. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me.
哇，听不懂加加。
As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing.
怎么这么毒啊？
很毒啊！那所以我的那个吹杖还没有成型，不然我应该是可以活。
The shadows beckon.
有了，
The restless dead await. As the shadow wills.
然后刚刚你明明打
The
那个
dead
波
shall
王
serve. For the
放
Lich
他有放
King.
他天生技，结果吸不回来。
What does the
就说怎样？
你天生技吸不回来啊，刚刚不是吗？
对啊，刚刚有吸一点的，这样才打的。 如果没有那天生技，我应该是打不死他。 哎，是不是看到了
？Intriguing, as the shadow wills, for the Lich King. As the shadow wills, for the Lich King. Let darkness guide me, for the Lich King. Let darkness guide me, for the Lich King. Let darkness guide me, as the shadow will. Intrigue for the Lich King, as the shadow will. The restless dead await.
帮你吹。
好。
For the Lich King.
队友呢？
我人呢？队友人呢？哎，我扛超久的吧？
对啊，我完全不见。
Off I go then. Right here. Yes, Lord. No one else is going to.
不懂他，不懂他。 刚刚应该照来讲是我们要包夹才对的，怎么没包上？
The shadows beckon, intriguing. Let darkness guide. The restless dead await. What does the shadow will? For the Lich King.
上面应该有被放，看一下。
我觉得你还是出个响。
我也想啊。
As the shadow wills.
可是他们买的盐的数量。
As the shadow wills.
很多都要玩。
Let darkness guide me, as the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. Intrigue. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. The dead shall serve. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Oh, intrigue. As the shadow wills. Intrigue. As the shadow wills. The restless dead await. Intrigue. As the shadow wills. Intrigue. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. Intrigue. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. What does the shadow will? None shall survive.
Hey, 会出事。
For the Lich King. As the shadow will. For the Lich King.
每次他在上路。
The restless dead await. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. as the shadow wills. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me, or the Lich King, as the shadow wills. The dead shall serve. Intriguing, as the shadow wills. Or the Lich King, this battle. Let darkness guide me, or the Lich King. The restless dead await, as the shadow wills. Intriguing, as the shadow wills. Intriguing.
多吃一塔。
For the Lich King. Intriguing. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. The dead shall serve. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. Tremble before the scourge. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. For the Lich King. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. The restless dead await. Die. This battlefield. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me.
Off I go
For the
then.
Lich King.
More work.
Intriguing. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills.
Yes, my lord.
The restless dead await. Intriguing. As the shadow wills.
What?
What does the shadow will? None shall survive. The restless dead await. Tremble before the scourge. What does the shadow will? Die. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow will. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow will.
That's it. I'm dead. Everyone else is available. Yes, my lord. What?
不是。哇，他没想去怎么打斗？残兵啊，算了，他没写，不要了。直接回补。哎，这出事。
The shadows beckon. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. Let the shadow wills. For the Lich King. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. For the Lich King. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow will. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow will. For the Lich King. As the shadow will. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. Intrigue. For the Lich King. The restless dead wait. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. The dead shall serve. The restless dead await. Let darkness guide. What does the shadow will? For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King.
都咱们出去。奇怪，这边有东西吗？没有啊。
The shadows beckon. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. Darkness guide me. This better. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. What is it then shall serve? This better. What does the shadow will? Intrigue. As the shadow wills. Intrigue. Let darkness guide me. This better. What? Yes, my lord. The dead shall serve. Intrigue. As the shadow wills. What is it? What does the shadow will? Intrigue. As the shadow wills. What is it? What? The restless dead await. Intrigue. For the Lich King. What does the shadow will? As the shadow wills. Darkness guide. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Or word the dead shall serve. Let darkness guide. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. For the Lich King. Intriguing. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. restless dead.
Righto.
This better be good. Tremble before the scourge. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. The dead shall serve, as the shadow wills. For the Lich King, intriguing, as the shadow wills. For the Lich King, intriguing, for the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King, let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills, intriguing, for the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills, intriguing. Let darkness guide me, intriguing, for the Lich King. Let darkness guide me, intriguing, for the Lich King. As the shadow wills, for the Lich King. Let darkness guide me, for the Lich King. This what does the shadow do? For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills, intriguing, for the Lich King. As the shadow wills, let darkness guide me, for the Lich King. Intriguing, for the Lich King. As the shadow wills, the restless dead awake. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. As the shadow wills, none shall survive. For the Lich King. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. What is it? What does the shadow will? Let darkness guide me.
后期这样送不太行啊。
As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. The restless dead await. Intriguing. This better be good. As the shadow wills. The dead shall serve. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Tremble before the scourge. Intriguing. What? We want the restless dead await. For the Lich King. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me.
重点是他连插都没插到。
As the shadow wills. The dead shall serve. This better be good. Intrigue.
你刚才说你是爱护动
The
物，
restless dead await. Let darkness guide me.
哎呀，他怎么这样？
What does the shadow do? Forward.
传一个敌人魔导。
Tremble before the scourge. As the shadow wills, let darkness guide me. The dead shall serve. What does the shadow will? For the Lich King. As the shadow wills, they'll all be mine in the end. For the Lich King. As the
打
shadow
别的啊，别打对峙啊！
let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Intrigue. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills.
没有庞统
打，到现在他还觉得他是庞统，
The restless
怎么办？
dead await. This battle for the Lich King.
哎，长边有死吧？
For the Lich King.
这是第一个，
Let
是在
darkness
龙
guide
区
me.
被 HK 打
As the shadow wills.
我刚刚就直接那个啦，就他那个
Let darkness guide me.
破改。
For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Death await. What does the shadow will?
啊，他为什么买那个啦？
As the shadow will.
红圆点哦，这炸很痛。
For the Lich King. This battle.
That's it. Okay, Lord.
As the shadow will. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. As the shadow will. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow will. Say the word. Fire shall serve. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Intrigue. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. The restless dead await. This battle. What does the shadow will? As the shadow wills. The dead shall serve.
Yes, Lord.
Let darkness guide me.
Lord.
As the shadow
Lord.
for the Lich King.
Alright.
As the shadow will. More restless dead await. Let darkness guide me.
这个好累。
As the shadow will. Let darkness guide me.
晚安场，
哦，这个一觉好眠呢，还真的有点难拿欸。哇，奶水20杀，
Maka baka aka waka mika baka
傻小。